How to obtain the cycle and cycle data of this fabric? Just count. It's very simple. Start here and end here. It belongs to a cycle. This is another loop. We only need one of the loops. That's it. The loop of this fabric is 3.45厘米. So how do you get the data? It's very simple. Cut the warp with scissors. Pull out the yarn. The purpose is to get better statistics. If you want to count the warp data, just pull out more weft yarn. The more yarn you pull out, the better. The longer the yarn is exposed, the easier it is to count. If this is your first time counting, make sure you pull the yarn as long as possible. As long as you don't break the cycle. That is, as long as there is one cycle. The data inside, it cannot be less. The longer the end of the warp, it will be easier to count this way. Be sure to start counting with a pen. Draw a loop to mark. Use 2 needles and you can count the numbers with your eyes. It is best to use a transparent ruler to hold it down. This way the yarn of the fabric will not move. This makes it easier to count. This is 42. Roving is 4. and 41 and 4 and 34 and 33 and 4 Benefits of using a pen to mark periodic distances. This is where you start to where you end. Very clear. This cycle distance. Now, all the data for this cycle is out. The data for the 60 yarn cycle is 150. The data for 40:2 is 16. Then we do the same with the weft. Cut a few times on the weft. Pull out the thread ends. For better counting. Remember, if you want to count the weft data, pull out the warp yarn. For statistics, just stretch the thread a little bit. Because there is only one type of yarn in the weft, we only need 1 centimeter as a loop. Repeat it and it will work. Note: you must use a pen to draw 2 dots for a loop. The purpose of these 2 dots is to know where to start, where to end. It is best to use a ruler to hold down when counting, to prevent the base fabric yarn from moving. We got 27英1厘米。We got this data. We used 3 tools. 2 needles, a transparent ruler, a pair of scissors. With this data, just fill in the form. One-click calculation. All the data of the fabric will be displayed. Isn't it simple? The key here is, you just need to count Arabic numerals.